Hey guys, welcome back from this short break. Curtis, tell me about your services.
Sure. Yeah. Fairly multidisciplinary. First and foremost, as a CEO of Copilot, I work one-to-one, mano, basically with the leadership, the CEOs of the organization. Generally, they have a number of people in their employ, and they're doing several $1 million a year, and that gives an idea. But could work with just about anybody, but at the same time, there's an investment of time, effort, and money that is required on this whole process. The hardest one I found my CEOs have trouble working with is just plain old time. So, but that's part of what I do is help create a focus on what is the highest priority, what is the single biggest thing that they need to work on to get their business to where they want to get to, and then anything else that's extraneous to that is secondary. Not necessarily important or not important, but it's secondary. Always making sure that the first priority is done, and that's kind of where that one sits. Second service that I offer is sometimes as you're building confidence in this leadership, especially if it's a newer style than you're used to, and what I'm talking about is becoming very common in the world now, but it's certainly not the most common, and it's the direction where a lot of really successful organizations are going. So if you want to be part of that, it's going to take some time to transition your current leadership style into a newer style, and the people that are going to suffer the most, or at least resist the most, are the people that are in your employ. So,
Yes.
so I work with the staff as well, through workshops, through hands-on things, through weekly meetings. Depends on the scenario, but it just kind of helped bridge that gap to actually say the leaders here wants to do something different. Staff are here, like the direction it's going, but don't quite trust it. Don't know how it resonates with them. It's just feels different, feels weird. Not sure if the leader's going to actually commit to it.
Right.
By bridging that gap, we can actually shorten the cycle of changing a relationship by instruction, working with leadership, changing mindset, working with the staff, giving them understanding of what's going on, why it's going on, and again helping them shift their mindset. So you spoke about attitudes before the break, and it's all about attitude, very much so. Then the third one, just brand new. I'm just about ready to launch it here in the next month or so. I'm really quite excited by it. One group of people, because I've done a lot of work and had a lot of success in the construction industry, and one group of people I've always wanted to help, but I could never really figure out how to make it work because they work so dang hard. 70, 80, 90-hour weeks. I talked to one guy who was over 100 hours a week he was working just to make, provide the life he wanted for his family, but he never saw his family.
Was he really having a life there?
Well, not really. No, absolutely not. No, I think that's what he said. But he said I didn't know how to get out of this because in order to get the revenue I was doing, I had to do this, and in order to do this, I had to do that, and he just really got caught in a spin.
There's got to be a better way than that.
There absolutely is a better way to do that. Part of the challenge with that is you got to make some shifts, which means you got to create some time. Well, if you're working a 100-hour week, how do you commit to that time? The group of people I'm talking to are tradespeople. These are people that are really hard workers. They understand the value of hard work.
It's like they're on call 24/7 when
in many ways, yes. In many ways they are. I mean, sometimes they'll be doing their invoicing in the middle of the night, and then they'll fall asleep on the computer, and that invoice never goes out, and they forget about it, and then they don't even get paid for the hard work they're doing. It's all sorts of crazy things that happen out there. And but the biggest thing is I've tried to set up some coaching programs for them in the past, and I could never really get them to work because they're service people. They believe in serving their clients, probably almost at the expense of their own selves. And but the result is if they sign up for a regular program, and sometimes to have a program, it's easier to schedule a fixed time, date, and all those kinds of things. But they really can't commit to it because on the way to the training, you get a call from their client.
And you got to go back and service your client instead of what you wanted to do.
So the program I'm developing is called Trades MBA, tradesmba.com, and it's can be do-it-yourself, learn as you go, create it, work at your own pace kind of thing, but more importantly, work at your own time.
So this is like an automated system where you put the program ready, and I can work at 1 a.m. if that's the only time I have.
That's right.
6 o'clock in the morning while I'm having my cup of coffee.
That's right.
That's great because now I can work at my own pace.
Absolutely.
Without necessarily having to stop in the middle of the day to stop servicing my clients to go into my coaching and my personal development.
Right.
Chris, that's amazing. That's a program that I haven't seen before, and I haven't seen in as a matter of fact, not just for the business coaching, but in many categories, many levels out there. This type of program doesn't exist. That people will come and it's like, oh, I wanna learn.
Yeah.
On my own pace, life gets on the way. You have an opportunity to just reach out to you.
That's right.
And to your program at any given time, and that's amazing, man.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Right. And it's not like I'm completely out of the picture because it's not entirely automated. It is, there are.
Okay.
I actually have Q&A webinar calls a couple times a month. So there's a chance.
So they still have to check in with you.
They still have to check in.
Good.
They still
so
have.
You still hold them accountable. Like, hey, what's going on there?
Absolutely. And they still have access to those live questions. So if something's not working for them, it's just not this robot. I'm still there, and my vision for that program is actually to take it worldwide. So what I really want to see is those calls occurring twice a month with tradespeople from around the world, sharing their challenges, sharing their successes amongst each other. Some of them might technically be competition, but is it really matter? Is it really competition if you're in San Diego and I'm in Calgary and John is over in Tokyo? It really doesn't matter. But there's probably some common successes and learnings and challenges that can help each other out. So that's where I want to take that program and just change lives, change them for the better.
On Empower Media TV, we always like to ask our guests one question. What empowers you?
What empowers me? I think I've already sort of alluded to it. When I'm working with my clients and I see them find the success that they've been reaching for, sometimes it's just out of their reach and they can't quite get it. And then as we're working together, something clicks and all of a sudden, boom, they got it. Seeing that light in the back of their eyes, seeing that energy that they sort of just stand up, shoulders back, chest out, with the confidence, walk with a swagger that they haven't felt, and just that energy bursts from them, and I get to see that, and that I live for that moment.
That ripple effect that can come
Absolutely.
from that, it's just something that's
right.
Something you just can't quantify.
You can't quantify.
You just know that now that you have changed something up here, and in here they just go poof.
Yeah.
And things happen from that point forward.
Absolutely.
Chris, any final thoughts that you'd like to share with me this morning and with the viewers at Empower Media TV? Is there anything else that you would like to share? Come on, we have you here for a limited time. We need to squeeze the wisdom out of you.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you and compliment you on Empower TV. I love the what that speaks to is empowering people, because at the end of the day, it's part of what I do as well. I believe in empowerment. I don't believe in entitlement. That's very erosive and causes a lot of issues. However, when you can support people from behind, as I alluded to, and give them the confidence and the courage to do what they need to do and do it very well and do it better than anybody else in their industry, and if you can have an entire front line of people that feel empowered, that feel confident, that have the courage to do things they've never done before, you got an unstoppable force to be the leader in your market. And when I get to see that in my clients, buddy, dude, it's just an amazing experience. So I just want to compliment you for being part of that and allowing me to be here and sharing that message and sharing the empowerment.
Chris, thanks so much. That's very profound. It means a lot to me, knowing that we are working together to empower not just one another, but to empower many people out there. And I know that changes through life not always are welcome or received well, and there's resistance. You were talking about it earlier, and you're absolutely right. But working together, there's always a possibility to make something better, and we can only hope and wish for the best anyways.
Yep.
So thank you again, Curtis, for being here this morning.
I appreciate your time.
How can I get a hold of you? Or how can anyone get a hold of you?
Probably the best way to get a hold of me is on my website, businesscoachcurtis.com. Just how it sounds. That's it's a Curtis with a C, not a K. I guess I should clarify that because they both sound the same.
Yes.
Just find me on the web, and there's some downloads there, some videos. You get to know things a little bit better. There'll be some forms and things you can sign up for and get some regular messages.
So I believe you say you're in social media.
Absolutely, yeah.
Twitter, LinkedIn, and all that stuff.
Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook in particular. I may go into some of the other ones, but I'm definitely on those two quite actively. So I'd love to engage with anybody out there and hear your stories, hear your successes, hear your challenges. We all work together better.
What's your Twitter handle though?
Oh, my Twitter handle, yeah, that's a good one. Just Business Coach Curtis.
Business Coach Curtis. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you again, Curtis, for joining us on Power Media TV. And we'll see you guys next week. As we were talking here, there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of potential. So if you're looking to shift your mind and have, something just blow you out of the water, have a coffee with Curtis. Just start out with that. Have a coffee with Curtis. See where he goes.
That's nice and safe. Perfect.
Curtis,
Thank you, sir.
Again, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey Liz, if I want to follow Power Media TV on Facebook, where should I go?
Please go to facebook.com/empowermediatv. Make sure you hit the like button, show your support, and keep updated on all of our videos.
Now, if you are a Twitter user, or Twitter handle is @EmpowerMediaTV, you can also just hit this subscribe button right below where you are able to subscribe to our YouTube channel and never miss an update.
Never ever. Subscribe right here.
Now, if you're really enjoying these videos and you're like, man, I want to be featured on Power Media TV Jiggities, what do we do? You're probably like, oh my God, what do I do? Well, it's not rocket science, so you'll be at ease and it's easier than you think.
Yes, you just have to go to
info@empowermedia.ca. You see, that easy. info@empowermedia.ca. The email is right here below, so you can just go ahead, send us a quick email, and we'll be in touch with you. And hey, who knows? Maybe you'll be the next featured business of the week. So once again, thank you for watching another segment of Empower Media TV,
where we are working together to empower you. Until next time.